What's going on YouTube? This is Lance from ballandknowledge.com, and today's video topic comes to us from an email from one of our email list subscribers named Cheryl Stillwell. They wanted to know how to use the pen tool. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to open up Photoshop, and I'm going to go ahead and select this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and open up a new document by pressing Control N or Command N. And I would suggest just keeping it in these settings. So you want to put your width at 700, your height at 700, and your resolution at 300. Color mode should be RGB, and make the background white. That's okay. You don't have to title it anything, but once you have done all of that, just click OK. So now what we're going to do is click on the pen tool. So if you have your window set up like mine, it's all the way down here, and it just literally looks like a pen. So you're just gonna left click that, and now you have the pen tool. So before we do anything, we want to make sure that you don't have to click that. I just was clicking it because it wasn't supposed to be selected. So with this, we want to make sure that we have it set to path over here in the upper left corner. So you want to click this if it's on shape, and then go to path, because literally shape means you're creating a shape. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what anchor points are. So if you just click here, you've created an anchor point. And I'm going to switch this over to the layers. And if you click again, you're connecting two of these anchor points right here. And don't worry about the little circle or that little minus sign. We're going to go over all that later. But right now we're just talking about anchor points. So I'm just going to keep clicking, just creating a random shape. I think I'm going to make like a little Pac-Man kind of a person thing here. And you'll notice, okay, what I want to do is close this path. And again, you're going to see this little circle. Now what that means is that you are going to close the path if you click right here. So I do want to close my path. I'm just going to click, and now you see all of the anchor points have gone away. So a lot of people make the mistake of, okay, well, now that I'm done, I'm just going to press enter. And it's gone. It's like, oh man, now I've got to start this whole thing over. No, not quite. So you want to just press Command or Control Z, which is undo, and then you'll see that you have to do this again. So you put your pen over that last one, and you get that little circle. Then you press it again, and it'll close the path. But let's say that happens and you forget Command or Control Z, and you press enter again. You're like, damn, why did I do that again? So go over to paths. If you don't see it, just go up to Windows up here in the menu bar, scroll down, it should be in alphabetical order, and then just choose paths. So now all you have to do is just click this work path, and the path will show back up. So let's go ahead and talk about the plus and minus pen tool. So let's go ahead and create another path, and I'm just going to be clicking some places, doesn't really matter. And I'm going to let's say I want to add some anchor points to this path. I want to go over to the pen tool. Again, it's over here in the panels right here, and then just right click and then go to add anchor point tool. Now what this will do is do exactly what it says. It'll add anchor points to your path. So if you see this plus sign next to your pen, that means you're adding anchor points. So just want to click and just click, just adding them. Again, you have to make sure, like if I click over here, I just deselected this. So if that happens to you, just hold Control or Command and click on the path that you just created. It'll bring back all those anchor points. And now just again, make sure that your pen is there, and just click and add. Click and add. So let's say I didn't mean to add this anchor point right here. What I want to do is go over here to this pen tool, right click, and then go to delete anchor point tool. So now when I hover my mouse over one of the anchor points, it turns to a minus sign. So now what I can do is just click, and it goes away. I'm going to click this one, it'll go away, and it's the same thing for all of these. I'm going to just click, get rid of all these. So now let's say I want to get rid of this one because I want this line to go from here to here. So when I get rid of it, that's what happens. Photoshop just makes it so that the line goes to the next available anchor point, which is right here. So I'm going to delete this one and delete this one, and you'll see that the line is going to go from here to here now. Just click and delete. And now let's say I want to close up this path, and I can't do it now because you don't see the circle there, because I would just be subtracting the anchor point. So I want to go back here, right click, go to pen tool, and just close it up. Whoops, sorry, I was on the wrong anchor point. So now we're going to say, okay, let's say I want to add anchor points to this path that I just created, but yet I don't see the anchor points. So again, command or control, hold that, and then just click the path and it'll bring back all these anchor points. And now instead of going back here and just right clicking and going to add anchor point or delete anchor point, I want to go up to auto add and delete up here. If you have the pen tool selected, just click that. And now what happens is when you have your pen tool over a blank spot on the path, it turns into the add anchor point tool. So I can just click here and just start adding anchor points. And it's the same thing with the minus tool. Now I can just hover my mouse over one of the anchor points and just click and get rid of it. And you see this curve right here in this handle? We're definitely going to be talking about that in later on in the video series, so don't worry about that yet. So I just want to click minus, and you'll see that these are going away nice and easy. So again, these are some ways that you can use the plus or minus tool within Photoshop. Let's say that you want to create a path, but you don't want to close it and you still want to create another path. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now this is all selected. So all I really want to do is deselect it just by clicking or pressing escape. And then that gets rid of everything, and then I can go back. You see I have that star for my pen tool. So we're going to apply that same concept. So just click, and I'll say, okay, I want to make another path. So all you do is just press escape. It'll get rid of all of those anchor points, and now I can just click over here and I can create a path like that. And so now let's say, okay, I want to go ahead and create a square. So what I'm going to do is just hold control or command and just delete all of these anchor point or these paths that I've created right now. So I'm just going to highlight all of these and then just press delete. That way I'll have a fresh canvas to work from. So in order to create a perfect square, we're going to hold shift. Now shift keeps everything in line. So I'm going to click here, then I'm going to drag over here. Now even if you notice, my pen is above this point right here. Even if it's there and I'm holding shift, it creates that straight line for me. So I'm going to do it again. My pen is way over here, it's completely off, but I'm still going to click and it'll create that straight line. And now I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to click up here. Now we have this perfect square that we can manipulate if we would want to. Now if you would like to move these boxes around or these anchor points around, what we'll do is we'll hold command or control and then click the path that we just created. And now if I want to, I can move this line right here. So I'm going to hold command still and control and click, and then just drag it down, and you can see it can move from left to right, or you can do whatever you want to do with it. So if I want to though keep it straight and just elongate this, just hold shift while you're holding command or control and your click still, and that keeps everything in line. So just dragging it down and then let go of your click. A lot of people let go of the shift or control first or command first, and then it goes crazy. Let go of your click first, then let go of your control and shift, and then you'll have everything ready. But let's say I wanted to move this point, and this point all at the same time. So what I would do is hold control and then hold shift, then click the anchor point. You see it blackens up. Click this anchor point and click this anchor point. And now what I can do is click on this middle one right here. Click on this line, and then I'll be able to move all three of these at once. And if I take my finger off of shift, I can move it around, and so the pivot point is that upper left one, but all of these are staying the same. So I'm just going to go back here, drag it down, and come as close as I can to making it a square again, and let go. So let's say I wanted to only just move one of these anchor points. So I want to get rid of these by holding command or control and shift, and then just clicking these and making these go back to clear. So I'm going to hold command or control and click and hold on one of these anchor points and just drag it around, and you can move individual ones like that. And again, if you just hold shift, it keeps everything in line again. And I'll just bring it back to this. So that's some easy ways in order to drag your points around or drag your path around if you want to make any kind of changes to that. And again, if you want to keep it perfect, you're holding shift while you create your lines. And then if you want to move these things around, again, you're holding control or command to get this direct or the selection tool, and then hold shift and command or control and click the anchor point, and then hold shift, and then it'll just drag it around in these perfect lines. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends on social media, and hit that subscribe button as well. Also, don't forget to check out our website at fallenknowledge.com for an organized listing of the video tutorials we have to offer. If you would like to see more exclusive content, then feel free to head over to our website and sign up for our free email list. Once you sign up, you will begin to receive video tutorials that aren't released on our blog or YouTube page. You will also receive our email address so you can send us your questions once you sign up. And as you can tell, we love to turn your questions into videos, so feel free to send over your questions at any time. Also, an important point before I go, if you ever get stuck at a point in any of our tutorials, please email us the full name of the video, the time you got stuck at, and what happened when you got stuck or lost. We would be more than happy to investigate what went wrong for you and help you get past that problem. Again, my name is Lance and I'm with fallenknowledge.com, and I hope you have a great day.